come to All Saints Sunday, we have the chance to look back across the ages at all of these lives and witnesses that have been, and those that are among us today. And we have an opportunity to lift them up and to celebrate, to honor. But Bill was right in one way. That it's not just in lighting a candle or pictures flashing across the screen. But it's latching on and saying, how do we live today? Having experienced God's grace and love in our lives, how do we follow in the way and live faithfully? How are we challenged? This becomes an incredible gift, and a place where it is wonderful to be mindful of the saints. Now, as we come together today, I know hearts are breaking. My heart's breaking with yours. We've lost a dear friend, and that's hard. But last week I sat down with our 5th through 8th graders, and we talked together. We talked about hearing God's words of grace for us and resting in that grace. And then we talked a little bit about heaven and God's promise. Now, I think oftentimes we confuse the idea of just putting heaven out there and living for today. But as I talked with these 5th through 8th graders, we held the two in tension. To say, when we pray, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, it's a now thing. And that doesn't mean we let go of the promise of what is yet to be. I believe that God is with us in life, in death, and in life beyond death, and holds us fast. That as we understand heaven, this place in which God dwells and knows us completely, and we know God completely, there is something wonderful to hold on to. And we pray that this realm would come now, just as it will be in the ages of ages. And part of that dwelling among us now is hearing these words of blessing and these words of living in a new way. In the Gullah tradition of Western Africa, there is this incredible time frame early on when a child is born. For the first 5 years, they are sent to live with their grandparents. And the reason behind this is that for those first 5 years, these little ones who have come from heaven, from the other world, come and they teach or remind their elders what heaven is like. And the elders remind these young children or teach them in what living is like. So as we come today, we hold fast to those who teach us about what heaven is like. And we hold fast to the elders who teach us what living is like. And then faithfully we hear these words of Jesus and walk forward in blessing, walking in the way.